What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Juss Anderson. I'm back with another upload. In today's upload, we'll be discussing the Shadow 6 V2 from Way of Wade. Let's get into it. As always on this channel, we'll start off with the traction. The traction that could be found on the Shadow 6 V2 is Tough RB, which is tough rubber. Starting off my review of the traction, I would definitely say the traction is a 10 out of 10 if I had to rate it. I rate it a 10 out of 10 because, for one, I was trying to find an outdoor shoe. And for this performance test, I mainly did all my workouts outdoors with these shoes, and they held up really well. They never really smoothed out. As you guys know, when you play outdoors a lot, your rubber tends to become smooth and then you lose that traction, but I never had this problem. In fact, the traction stayed the same no matter how many times I took it outdoors. After I took them outdoors, I took them indoors, and I played in a league game. I've trained in them, and I played on multiple different courts, and the traction still held up really, really well. So I would definitely say that the traction is top tier from Way of Wade, and not only that, because this shoe is a team shoe or a budget shoe, the fact that the traction is so good is definitely a plus. So with that being said, the traction is phenomenal. Next, we're going to talk about the materials. The materials that could be found on the Shadow 6 V2 is synthetic leather with TPU overlays, open mesh textile, and cool shell. So with this part of the video, I'm very excited to talk about because I love this cool shell thing that Way of Wade got going on. But because I don't want to, mess up what the explanation is of it, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to get the explanation for you right now. All right, so I finally got the explanation I was looking for, and it states, cool shell with ice fiber can reduce temperature 80% in tests. So with the explanation out the way, I can definitely say that I really did enjoy the cool shell aspect of the shoe. I enjoyed it because in most shoes, you definitely feel like that heat or, non-ventilation when you're playing, where your feet just gets hot over time and the shoe's not ventilating your foot well. I could tell you that my foot never got hot. Whether I played outside and it was really hot, or I played in a gym where it has no fans or windows, like, my feet never got hot. And this factor alone really just blew my mind from Way of Wade. I can't talk enough how much I really enjoyed this part of the shoe. Outside of the cool shell, I would definitely say that the materials all around is really good. The TPU holds you into place. It has a fork-shaped anti-torsional support plate at the bottom, that stops your foot from twisting and turning when you're doing certain moves or when you're playing on the court. And the open mesh textile keeps your foot well ventilated and breathable. One thing I do want to point out is that this shoe, like any other shoe, has different colorways, and those different colorways have different materials. So with that being said, you might get a shoe that has a different material from what I got. And for reference, I have the Road to the Finals. So I enjoy this pair. It does it for me, and I play in it a lot. So you might get a red pair, and that might not have open mesh textiles, and you might be cooked. So I'm just letting you guys know which shoe that I got in case you guys look to buy this shoe and you find a better colorway. Just know that the materials just might be a tad different and might ruin your experience. But aside of that, for the Road to the Finals, W materials. Next, we're going to talk about the cushion. The cushion that could be found on the Shadow 6 V2 is full-length boom. Cushion on this shoe, when I say is... Oh, my fault. In terms of materials, I want to say the rating for the materials is definitely a 9 out of 10. Let me just get that out the way. But back to the cushion. The cushion on this shoe is great. The full-length boom does its job. Soft from the first wear, gets better over time. I do want to point out, though, that for heavier players, it might just wear out faster than players like me, and that might be a problem for you. I don't know how true this is. I just saw a bunch of reviewers say this online, and I just want to put that information out there. So, if you're a heavier player, you might have this dilemma. But for those that don't care about that, the cushion is great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had no problems. And the impact protection outdoors and indoors is really the same. You have no problem. Again, one thing I love about the shoe is that it really is a budget model shoe. But this could be someone's signature shoe for sure. I could definitely see someone rocking these with different colorways. Shoe is great. And it's just insane how this shoe has so many different discounts and stuff of that nature. Because it's how is that possible for a shoe that feels so good? If that makes sense, you ever played in a shoe and the shoe is better than the price point it's given? Crazy, right? But the cushion, 10 out of 10. Amazing. You'll definitely enjoy this cushion setup, and you'll definitely enjoy this shoe. This shoe is definitely one of the best shoes that I've ever tried in 2025, and it's a budget model. So, hey man, I think you guys should cop. Next, we're gonna talk about the fit. in terms of fit, you know, it's kind of disheartening for me that this shoe is narrow because I wish like a lot of players could play in it. But from my personal experience, it kind of felt good. It was a little wider than I thought, and I enjoyed it. If you're a wider player, I'll say go half a size up or down. But again, I am a player. All my shoes are true to size, which is a 9.5 for reference. I don't go half a size up or down. I just have to put that out there in every video before someone tries to come at me saying that, you know, you said do this. Like, nah, I ain't say that. Just want to put that out there. But shoe is definitely narrow. I didn't really have no problems because, again, the cool shell for the materials, the cushion's full-length boom, and the traction's superb. So I just rocked out as soon as I put it on my feet, and I love wearing these shoes indoor or out. My final thoughts on the Way of Wade Shadow 6 V2 is that for a bang for your buck type of shoe, it really knocks out the park, and it's better than actually, it's better than most signature athlete shoes. I would definitely recommend this shoe to everybody if you were, you know, looking for a shoe that wasn't a lot of money, but still had that feel of a signature shoe. So I definitely say cop up. And I think they have like a discount right now for like $95, which is insane. Like a shoe this good and it's only $95. I think it's gonna go down as one of those shoes that once the line probably ends, or when this model is done, a lot of people's gonna look back like, damn, I wish I had a pair. And the people that did have a pair, gonna be like, I told you. Like, I'm telling you now. I'm telling y'all right now. If y'all trust me and like my reviews, please get a pair. You will not be disappointed. But with that being said, that's the end of today's video. I want to say thank you guys for tuning in to another upload. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and push the noti bell for when I upload. And with that being said, see you on the next one. Peace.